Hello, Taurus. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann at the top there. I think this is an awesome deck. I believe a friend of mine suggested it. I'm not sure if this is exactly the one, but I'll have to find out with her. Supportive Oracle cards, Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. I think these go well together. They both seem to have like that positive feel, but very honest at the same time. Kind of like, something's going on, but this is how you might be able to get out of that, or might be able to turn it around to your liking. That type of energy. What do we have for Taurus? I think we're done with those. Okay. All right, so starting off, this is a peculiar connection for Taurus. You've got the Seven of Cups, which is possibilities and ideas. You've got the Seven of Pentacles, which is continued effort, usually the way I look at it anyway. And then you got let go. So this is very curious, because I feel like there's certain ideas that you're letting go of. It's almost like somebody you deal with, they just are not working out. And it's kind of like, I've tried to work with this energy a few times. I try to convince them about how this should go. I'm just going to continue on doing what I need to do, and I'm going to let them go. I'm going to let them do what they need to do. I feel like you're kind of like, I've been trying to find different ways to help them or get them in line with what we need to do. It's just not working. I'm going to let that go, and I'm going to continue on my own way and just let them do what they need to do. Okay, that makes sense. Their energy, a very beautiful card. I love the Queen of Swords. That is such the beautiful way to depict her. Very smart, thinking about what's going on, looking towards the future. This person may be exiting the situation. Very strong person. They have their own ideas about life. The yellow and red and blue, it's very interesting. Because the air energy is there. But I'm also getting like they're considering what they want to do next. It's something about the future, where they're going forward in the future. And they got the death and rebirth card there. Like literally that is just the most gorgeous death card. I love that. And then, the Queen of Swords, she's really pretty too. Like, look at that. You could see like the intent on her mind, like that she's thinking, that she's planning, that she knows what she's doing, she has her own confidence. She's sitting on a drum. It almost looks like she's sitting on a drum. This is somebody going other places. This is somebody going other places, and I feel like you're kind of like, okay, they're going. You're going to continue on your situation. I also feel like with you continuing on, you're kind of disappointed about the way this is going. But she's made up her mind. She, like, don't get caught up in the gender. This person is making up their mind, whoever they may be, whatever gender they may be. They're moving on. The Chariot is moving on, moving forward. Things are going on. This person is strong in making their own decisions, and they're leaving. At first, you're kind of bothered by that, but you're kind of like, you know what? I only have control of me. I'm going to continue doing what I need to do, and that's how we're going to do it. A new energy comes in. I think this is really good for you, but it's interesting because fire is not usually compatible with earth, stereotypically. King of Wands coming in. Somebody else is coming in. Like the Queen of Swords leaves, King of Wands comes in. Again, this is another card. Don't get caught up in the gender, especially because this is a general read. Somebody's coming in. Somebody is taking that person's spot, and they're really amping the situation up. They've got a lot of energy. They get a lot done. It's kind of like you've been doing whatever you've been doing for a long time. It seems like a long time to me. So you're up to this quick level. You got a lot going on. You're getting a lot done. This person raises right up to your level immediately and gets right into that level where there's a lot getting done, and they're doing it correctly. They're getting a lot done. They're doing it right. I think that's what I'm getting with the King of Wands too. Like they're coming right up to your level, right up to like making themselves really useful, very useful. And I'm getting like you like this because the Magical Powers card, which is a lot like the Magician card in the typical tarot deck, it's telling me a lot can come of this. You've got judgment in your favor. You've got, what is that? Divine guidance. I feel like you're working with this energy. This is definitely a different energy from you, but it's very helpful. Kind of like, okay, I don't have to wait for this to get up to speed. It's already there. Perfect. Great. Let's keep going. And I do feel like when this is coming in, especially with that divine guidance, it's kind of like, you know, you don't want to stand in the way of that. You would love to keep going at the same pace. This allows you to keep going at the same pace and continue on with your success the way you've been doing it. More coming from this, though, with that Magical Powers card. Now, the Six of Wands, literally, the Success card. I think I already used that term, but this is a Success card. Great moment. This just comes in really quickly, and I feel like the way it's just picking up so fast, and this person is matching so quickly, you're not against it. You're not mad at this. This is great. They have health here, too. So they did well with this section. But this is a different energy from you. I have to keep reminding you that. I don't know why, other than because I think something's coming up. Success comes when they show up, they get right up to speed. Success is there. Everything is great. Everything goes good for a while. A while is subjective. Could be a couple months, could be a month, could be at least a month, I would say. Could be a couple months. Health is here. They're working with you. They understand. They've worked with people like you before. So they understand, like, the way you do things is the way you do things. And if for some reason they want to change that, that is not going to be a simple task, and that is not going to happen in 2 seconds. That's going to take some time, that's going to take some effort, that's going to have some negotiation that's going to need to go along with that. They come in with the Two of Swords after that. They want to change things. But at the same time, they know that's not going to be the easiest thing. It's like they've dealt with people like you before that are very good and very successful and very dependable. And they understand the value of that is what I'm getting. And they're kind of stuck, kind of like, should I really be trying to mess with this Taurus and try to get things to change? Or am I just going to create more problems? Like, is that really a good thing to do, or should I just let it stay where it is? Two of Swords, they feel blocked. The Four of Pentacles, on your side, you plan to keep going the way you've been going. That's how you do. This is how it is. This is how we do it. This is how I'm going to go. Boom, 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 boom. We do it the same way every time, every time, every time. That's dependable. I do a good job. I do it the same way every time. I know how it's going to be. That's why I can pick up in the middle. If somebody walks away, I'm used to these steps. I can pick up and just continue on those steps. As long as the first 3 steps were done correctly, I can do the next 7 without an issue. Because I know how this goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not that you really like starting something in the middle, but if you had to, as long as it's going the way it should, we can do that. You're not looking to change anything. Is something going to change? Three of Wands coming in. There is some type of change coming in. The Three of Wands is a change, the way I read it sometimes. It's typically a travel card, but you'll notice it's a surfboard. Which, when you have a surfboard, you go out on the water, and then the water brings you back. You are traveling, but you're going out and you're coming back. You're going out and you're coming back. So this might be one of those ebb and flow situations. I feel like this is what they're trying to bring forward to you with this reading. Like, this is a really good energy, but you got to understand and discover what that ebb and flow with this King of Wands is. How do they work? What type of changes might they want? What do you really need to look for here? Because I feel like sooner or later the ebb and flow has to start. There's going to be changes, but if you can come towards it and you can see it before it starts, you might be able to define it more and kind of like have more control about how that ebb and flow, this is flow, that's ebb, right? Ebb and flow, I keep doing it backwards, how that will go. If you see it happening, if you get used to it and get ready for it before it starts, I think this will go easier. That ebb and flow has to happen. It's going to happen. Like, not for nothing. Look at that. All the people on these cards are so beautiful. I'm noticing that. Like, the King of Wands is very beautiful, too. Like, look at that person. Oh, they're all so beautiful. I don't know why I'm just randomly throwing that in there, but there you go. And I think what I'm getting, like, why they're showing the beauty of this person is kind of like they're very strong. They got that Leo lion back there, too, I'm noticing. They're very strong, but they understand that this is going to take some type of bargaining. See it, head towards it. Head towards it, because when you head towards it, it's more on your terms. I think that's what they really want for you for this. When you see this happening, because I feel like not only they know the type of person you are, like generally, they don't know you in and out, but they know generally how that, very dependable energy works. I think you easily should be able to realize, like, somebody catching up to this level of intenseness to get up to speed so quickly, that's a certain type of person too, and that's also a person that likes change and, moves quickly. You should be able to recognize that pretty quick, just as much. And they're saying, head towards it. Find out what they want to change. Start going into it on your terms instead of waiting for them to approach you on their terms. Because if you go towards it, it'll be easier for you. The ebb and flow will happen. The ebb and flow will happen. They're just saying, search it out. Don't wait for it to search you out. All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.